My absolute pleasure to welcome back to the programme Mr. Rickard Malmsten. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
All things Swedish. What are we doing today?
Well, I'm very, very fortunate to bring over two of Sweden's absolute top players, Erik Söderlind
Good to see you.
Magnus Lindgren, and
Welcome.
I'm very thrilled to do this tour with them. And since this is also going to be one of my last tour after over 11 years in Hong Kong, I'm moving back to Sweden. So this is
Is it like you've got to? You really, I mean, apart from personal reasons, you really miss the music scene, I should imagine.
Well, yes, I will be, but I will still have connection with Hong Kong. This is my place, so...
You can't shrug that. Guys, have you been here before?
First time for me.
Yeah, I've been once.
Yeah, you know, once you've been here, you can't get away.
No, it's very nice.
What's your impression?
I have to say that immediately when I landed and I came out and I had a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Which I cannot put into words. And then the feeling lasted, and yesterday was my first day, and it's really a nice atmosphere.
That's jet lag. Yeah. That's just...
actually, it's not jet lag. I came from Japan. I was playing in Blue Note in Tokyo
wonderful.
for 4 days. So I'm not. We cannot blame the jet lag. It's a real feeling.
No.
Of course, I love the temperature. It's so nice. And then we met.
Yeah.
It's getting better. It's just about to get better.
And I fly from Stockholm, so it was very cold.
So you're wasted right now.
Yeah, a little bit, but I like the hot...
Rickard, tell me about the ensemble. What's happening here?
Well, the thing is, I mean, both Magnus and Erik are band leaders in their own right, and they've been traveling the world in many different ensembles. And so what we're doing now, instead of just using one of our names, we created a whole new concept in a group, and we call that the Nordic Light Quartet. And we basically do a little bit from my repertoire, a little bit from Erik, and a little bit from Magnus. And hopefully when we join this together, we got to get our own sound for it as well.
Great. So I take it you haven't recorded yet, but you're going to?
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah. And you're on a tour now. It's sort of China, Hong Kong. Tell me some of the gigs you're doing.
Well, we're going to start up in China, actually going tomorrow. We're going to play at Sea Union in Guangzhou.
Okay.
And then we're going to move on to Shenzhen and play at Penny Black. Then we come back to Hong Kong, and we're going to do first the show on this Friday at the Fringe Club. Still tickets left. So
what time is that? What time is that one?
That one is going to be 9:30.
Is that in the new bar? The new
brand new.
You'll like that, I think.
Yeah, we tried to go there yesterday, but they didn't let us in because it's we went a bit late. They didn't have a key, but I'm very excited to see it. And then on Saturday we're going to play at Peel Fresco Jazz Club. And then we go to Macau. We're going to play at Sky 21, and we have a master class. And then we go back, and we're going to do our final gig with Eugene Powell. And that's going to be super guitar night with Erik and Eugene, and also Magnus sitting in.
On reeds?
Yes.
And flute?
Yeah.
Great, just checking. Got to be a traveller to get the gigs you see these days. I want to play some of your music. Tell me what I'm going to hear.
Well, maybe better that Magnus is going to explain this.
Are we starting with the song Istanbul?
Yes, that's what we're going to play.
So this is from my last album, which is a jazz, pure jazz album with mostly my compositions. And this song is called Istanbul, which is written basically in the taxi on the way to my gig in Istanbul half a year ago. And I'm happy the album is called Fyra and is right now nominated for a Grammy in Sweden. And I think it's tomorrow, the gala. Actually.
You'll know soon, won't you?
Yeah, tomorrow. So, yeah. I cannot go, it's too far away.
Well, good luck. That probably means you're going to win if you can't be there. That's what in England they call sod's law.
Okay.
The law of bad luck. Anyway, congratulations. I mean, even to be nominated, that's a big deal, isn't it?
It's an honor.
That's a winner already.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hear a bit of Istanbul. Who's on this?
It's actually the bass player of Keith Jarrett back in the 70s, Palle Danielsson. And then we have Daniel Karlsson, piano player, and Jonas Holgersson on the drums.
Let's have a listen to Istanbul. is absolutely beautiful. Well done. I really hope you win that Grammy.
Ah, thank you so much.
I mean, that is how to play the clarinet.
Yeah, you're
Beautiful sound. Really, really, really.
Let's play together next time.
Oh, gosh.
To the studio.
Dust it off somewhere. No, absolutely fantastic. Tell me who you were listening to as a kid that made you play that sound.
You know, actually, I hated clarinet when I was a child.
Fair enough.
Lately, when I was grown up, I started to like it, and I was listening to Eddie Daniels, for instance,
Yeah.
the American guy, and Paquito Rivera is a great clarinet player. And we have a Swedish clarinet player who's really good. He's unfortunately not living anymore, Putte Wickman.
Yes, yes.
You know about
Very
him?
well known.
Great.
Yeah, I used to have a mate who was very much into his stuff, had all the vinyl records. But it's interesting, guys, you know, the clarinet as a featured instrument really hasn't happened big time since the 40s, maybe.
No,
and it's back.
Yeah, maybe it's back, but it has to be. It's much more difficult instrument compared to the other reeds. Like saxophone is much more simple, and also flute, I would say it's more simple. And yeah, maybe it's time.
It's lovely to hear it as a featured instrument. You mentioned Eddie Daniels to me before. I mean, he really brought it back as a, you know, frontline jazz solo instrument. I mean, I think there's that record he did called Blackwood, is it? And it's all that kind of mellow groove. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Anyway, Rick, let's hear some more. What are we going to hear?
Well, I'm going to leave this over to my good friend Erik over here. So,
what do we got?
Yeah,
This is your stuff, right?
Yes, that's my latest album called Happening.
Okay.
And the song is on Swedish Aldrig mer än on
Nevermore.
Nevermore, yeah.
I know
and
that.
That's like one of my favorite musicians in Sweden called Kjell Öhman, the most famous organ player.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely one of the best in the world playing organ.
On this?
Hammond, yeah.
And you are playing?
Guitar.
Lovely. Let's hear
Yeah.
it. Nevermore. Absolutely beautiful. Real pleasure to hear this stuff today, guys, because it's just so, it stands out. We have the clarinet as a front line, we have the Hammond organ playing there with you. I mean, it's very, very distinctive sound. Is there a Swedish vibe or sound? Would I recognise your...
Maybe not on my album, because it's a lot of the influence from New York and this kind of 60s, 50s.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah. Just this song is typical American jazz music, but of course you have always your flavor to it.
I think people used to say that we have some kind of melancholic sound, but on the other hand, as a musician, I think you should be able to feel free, that you're not have to be Swedish. I mean, it's a universal language with music.
It's a very record store thing to say, oh, they're Swedish.
Yeah.
They sound like the fjords and stuff.
Maybe there is a point. Maybe there is.
Okay, guys, absolute pleasure to meet you and to listen to your music. What do we need to know, Rick?
Well, except for waking up and eating breakfast and all those daily routines, make sure that you mark in your calendar to come on the Fringe Club this Friday. And it's Upper Albert Road. Well, that most people know where it is. And then, so Friday night, 9:30, we have Fringe Club. And Saturday, we have Peel Fresco. And the following Tuesday, we have a super guitar night with Eugene Powell.
That's going to be
Eric.
fun. Yeah. You'll enjoy that.
So don't miss out on that.
Nordic Light Quartet. Tell me how to find you on Facebook. Just put in the name.
Well, just search my name, Rickard Malmsten, Rickard Malmsten, and you can get everything you need to know, recipes on apple cake and our coming performances.
And some bass playing too. Thanks, guys. We've got to cut out now, but lovely to meet you, and best of luck. Have some great gigs.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.